Here, this is Lord Potato, and this is What If Naruto Was the Reincarnation of Izuna Uchiha, Part 8. Now, before I continue on, let me mention something. My mini split air conditioner, whatever, not air conditioner, heat, well, mostly air, whatever, pretty much is making this buzzy noise, but the problem is, I don't know if you can hear in the video or it will be heard or not. But if you hear in the video, that's the buzzing noise. It's been pissing me off for a while. I thought I just had to click a button that says clean. But that should, I don't know what it does half the time. But yeah. Now, not the point. I'm going to be a couple of feet away from my air conditioner. I'm just going to be walking near my hallway. But yeah. I should also mention that this is part 8 of this What If. So I am going to try to finish it either in part 8 or part 9. But you get the point. Just like the merciless What If, and also what's it called? What If Naruto was Toroma's reincarnation? How I finished those two What If like a couple of weeks ago, mostly a couple of days ago. I'm gonna try to finish this What If also. Now I know I couldn't record yesterday. I tried to do recording 2 What Ifs yesterday, but I gave up one in the middle of the night because I was too damn tired, and I didn't even fall asleep until like 2 o'clock, even though I was tired. And then yeah, it was such a drag when I got it up in the morning. And I missed an alarm clock, and I was like, oh fuck, I need to go do something. Fuck! I rushed to that thing to do. Of course, I hope my car didn't break, thanks to the fact I didn't fucking heat it up, but not the point. I should just stop talking, rambling on, but not the point. Let me first go into this weather for me. Shut the fuck up, but yeah. So, let's begin. And let me put on a jacket, it's fucking cold. Well, it's not cold enough as like it will be a bother. It's just somewhat cold because it just rained a while ago. I would have recorded this like a while ago, like before it became probably darker. It's just a problem. It started raining and pouring down, and there was thunder outside. I wasn't gonna record in such a poor condition because you would have heard all that shit like outside and all that. And the only good place I'll probably silent the noise would be in the bathroom, but in the bathroom it still echoes thanks to my voice and all that. But yeah. Or not thanks to the voice, thanks to the bathroom condition, whatever. Not the point. But yeah, let me just go into the What If. Let me shut up because you all want to hear what's into this new What If. Or not new, mostly new parts, part 8. But yeah. So, let's begin. Of course, we go into Naruto. Naruto seeing Shikaku but free. I'm free! Yeah! Shikaku screams out. This is where, well, Naruto says, oh great. You got out. It could be bad or good. Actually, I don't care. Let's just start the fun. This will work. Well, Naruto sees Shikaku right now sending an airstrike at Naruto. Mostly an air ball. Not airstrike. But this is where Naruto jumps out of the way. And this is where Naruto, he didn't get affected too much. He's like, pathetic. Naruto easily blocked it with just some bluish flames. This is where, well, the Shikaku says, a pathetic human won't be able to be strong enough to defeat me. Yeah. This is where, well, everyone in the stadium is kind of shocked. This is where the sound and even sand ninjas are starting to attack another. This is where, well, the Kazekage attacks, well, both the Raikage and even the Hokage, which jump out of the way from golden sand, but yeah. This is where the Hokage says, damn it, Naruto. This is where the Raikage says, I don't think you should be looking away, Hokage Dono. This is where they both jump away because the Kazekage is still attacking, but yeah. This is where, well, the, what's called, Kazekage is the Kazekage. And this is where, well, the Hokage had to dodge a sword swing from Orochimaru. Yes, Orochimaru appeared. Now, why is Orochimaru not the Kazekage in this one? Well, the problem is, the reason is, well, he wanted the Kazekage to kind of, well, he wanted the Kazekage to still be alive so he can attack, well, what's it called, the Raikage. Because he knows the Raikage is going to be there and being the biggest problem. Because he doesn't know, well, he knows that the Raikage isn't going to help him kill the Hokage because, well, he just doesn't care that much. But yeah, even though it might help the villagers, the Raikage is not dumb enough to follow Orochimaru, but yeah. This is where, well, that is happening, and this is where Laura and Estef are right now freezing and burning the sound and sand ninjas, but yeah. This is where, well, lightning strike and wind strikes, well, are easily cutting through what's it called the sand and even sound ninjas. This is where Tamari, she didn't attack, well, the leaf ninjas. And one leaf ninja is right now sleeping. Another one is right now doing the same. This is where Amoe and even what's it called, Shikamaru just right now taking a nap. Like, the Genjutsu might have worked on them. Really, it didn't work at all. Shikamaru already dispelled that shit and went to sleep at all. That still is crazy though. I don't know. I love that scene. I don't know why. Just Shikamaru saying, "Oh shit, dispelled again. Jutsu didn't go back to sleep anyway. Fuck it." Well, not the point. Of course, that is happening. This is where Kakashi is trying to see where Sasuke is at because that's the most important thing. Because well, he sees Orochimaru over there, but yeah, he would have cared a little bit for Naruto, but really that he's not on his team. And Naruto's way too powerful for being a normal genin. This is where, well, some Jonins are seeing what Naruto is doing. Naruto is right now fighting the, well, Shikaku. The Shikaku screams and saying, "I'm going to kill you, brat!" This is where the Shikaku starts sending attacks at Naruto. Naruto's easily dodging to the right, left, down, up. Yeah, he's easily just dodging. This is where Naruto says, is that all are you going to do? This is where, well, what's the Kashikaku says? Die! This is where Naruto says, well, time to summon out my summoning. This is where, well, Jiraiya is right now summoning his toes just to defeat some of the, what's it called, snakes. Even though he needs to defeat, what's it called, the Shikaku, but the toads don't really wanna fuck with, what's it called, Shikaku right now. But this is where something happened. Poof! Something kind of big appeared. Kind of. So what Naruto summons is this giant thing. It's called Heite, but yeah. So Naruto spreads out his what's it called Sage Mark. It's mostly called the Jade Sage Mark. Why is it called the Jade Sage Mark? It's because well, this symbol appears. This one right here. And this one gathers so much nature energy into Naruto. And that's where the greenish color actually kind of goes through his body. It kind of like flames a little bit, but they're kind of greenish. That's where Naruto, his eye turned into the greenish color of the jadish flames. Well, mostly, well, much more greener, mostly this color, but yeah. That's where, well, Naruto, he did summon out Heite, and Heite kind of is right now smoking a pipe and saying, so what do you want, Naruto-sama? Naruto-sama. This is where Naruto says, hey, Heite. Heite says, I'm guessing that you're here to actually let me defeat that Shikaku. Yep. Now, Heite is a mythical creature. Now, this mythical creature is basically something that the Jade Emperor used to have. Well, mostly was always beside him, but yeah. This is where the Heite say, time to defeat this thing. This is where Shikaku says, what are you? Sorry, the name's Heite, and I am basically Naruto-sama's summoning. And also the Jade Emperor kind of, well, spiritual animal you could say, or mostly he always had me around. Now, be gone. This is where Heite kind of like this little ball of blue energy appears right in his mouth, and this is where he sends it straight towards the car. Well, Shikaku. It was a high pressure water attack. Boom! Blasting him out of the village in an instant. This is where Heite, he starts kind of crying, letting down his tears. And this is where, well, his tears actually starts healing people that are injured around the village. This is where, well, Naruto says, thank you for your help, Heite. Heite says, don't mention it, Naruto-sama. Besides, you are the one to kind of summon us. You are the one to actually be chosen by the Jadish Emperor. Well, mostly Jaden and Emperor's power. Naruto says, I guess so. This is where, well, Naruto then sees Heite disappear. This is where Naruto kind of goes down, but yeah. But of course, this is where, well, Naruto, he kind of like falls down. This is where Naruto lands on the ground pretty easily. This is where Naruto just has to go knock out, well, kind of, well, what's it called? Uses ice to kind of, well, knock out Shikaku, but yeah, this is where Naruto starts walking. This is where multiple sand and sound ninjas try to attack Naruto until, what's it called, the Mist Village team actually destroys him. This is where Mogi kind of appears right now with her necklace and with her other two teammates, who are kind of like her brothers, but yeah, older brothers. This is where, well, they easily defeated the kind of sound and sandwiches. Naruto says, hey there, Mogi. This is where Mogi says, hey there, Naruto-kun. Her face is nothing but red, but yeah. This is where, well, Naruto says, oh, why are you helping me anyway? This is where Mogi says, because, well, the sound and sand ninjas try to attack us also. So I guess it's better to kind of help the Leaf Village. Yeah. This is where Mogi's kind of face is red, and of course she's using her hands to kind of try to talk to Naruto while looking somewhere else. And this is where, well, her two teammates are seeing this, and this is where, well, they're kind of just grinning a little bit. But yeah, this is where, well, one of the teammates kind of puts like both of his hands together like a heart and kind of like nodded to his other teammate. This is where, well, their names are, what's it called? Sosu kind of had what's it called, both of his hands together like a heart shape and all that, and kind of put them both together, mostly both Naruto and Mogi together and all that, and well, one side of the kind of heart and all that. And this is where he looks at Umemichi and all that, and Umemichi is the other teammate, what's it called, Mogi, and this is where he's kind of like smiling and stuff too. But yeah, this is where, well, Naruto notices, and even what's it called, Mogi turns around, and this is where she gets angry and says, like, what are you two doing? This is where she kind of put both of her hands down and kind of scream at them. This is where, well, Naruto just pat her in the hand, and this is where Naruto says, I gotta go. This is where, well, Naruto says, I still gotta defeat the Jinchuriki of the One Tails. This is where Mogi tries to grab Naruto's hand, and Naruto says, huh? You need something? Mogi says, what, are you crazy? The One Tails. What are you, you're just gonna fight him? Can't you just let some of the other Jonins fight it? Naruto says, the other Jonins will be enough. Can you let go of my hand for a second? This is where Mogi struggles to actually do it, but of course she kind of does, and of course this is where Naruto says, thank you. Okay, so pretty much I just turned off my mini splitter because it's being a pain in the ass, but yeah, I'm gonna figure out what the fuck that is tomorrow, but not the point right now. Of course, this is where, well, Mogi kind of lets go of what's it called, Naruto's hand, and this is where Naruto says, thank you. That's right, Naruto's eyes, they go into a greenish color. Well, still he has a greenish color, and the sage, well, mostly the sage jade mark, it's still kind of going around his body, and of course his hand, mostly, it's in his, what's it called, right hand, and it has markings. This is where Naruto says, well, I gotta go now. I don't know how much longer this is gonna take. This is where Naruto disappears in an instant, but a body flicker of just greenish flames, and this is where Mogi kind of says, those flames are beautiful. This is where, well, she then snaps out and kind of shakes their hand. This is where, well, both, what's it called, Mochi and, what's it called, Sato says, so, is that the boy you like, Mogi? Interesting. So, when are you two going to kind of go out together? This is where Mogi says, let go of me, you bastards. Come on, let's just get rid of some of the sound inches, and then, yeah, and yeah. This is where, well, they just grin at her, but yeah. This is where she gets angry at them, kind of glares at them mostly. And this is where we go into Naruto. Naruto appears right in front of Shikaku, and Shikaku's saying, how the hell did you manage to summon something like that? Naruto says, don't know. All you gotta know is now you're not gonna fight him. He says, what are you talking about? You're gonna fight your older brother. This is where, well, Shikaku says, my older brother, I don't have an old... This is where, poof, Kurama roars in anger at, what's it called, Shikaku. Well, not anger, just grinning like a madman. Shikaku says, oh, this is bad, isn't it? Kurama says, yep. Now, Kurama's fur is orange, but yet greenish color is actually spraying through his body. This is where he's able to use the Jadish Flame thanks to he just been with Naruto for a while. And for some reason, those Jadish Flames actually connected to Kurama since he has been inside of Naruto. And of course, just been sealed away, so yeah. Of course, being sealed inside Naruto, he's able to kind of control some of the Jadish Flames, kind of flames. The Naruto kind of unlocked, but yeah, and train. But this is where, well, he then sends a greenish flame at Shikaku, and Shikaku's running like, shit, this is bad. This is where Kurama says, get over here. Start beating the shit out of Shikaku like there's no tomorrow. Shikaku says, help, I give up, get me away from this fucking crazy psycho, help. But yeah, this is where Shikaku says, there ain't no helping you today, boy, get over here. This is where Shikaku says, help, I promise I won't do anything no more. This is where Naruto appears. Right now his eyes are connected to Shikaku, and this is where Naruto says, go to sleep then. This is where Shikaku goes to sleep. And this is where, what's it called, the One Tails Jinchuriki Gaara falls down out of the sand and just lands onto the ground. Naruto does catch him and does put him down to the ground. That's where, well, Naruto says, well, what do we do now, Kurama? Kurama says, you didn't let me have too much fun, you bastard. Too bad. Naruto grins with this evilish smile, but yeah. This is where Kurama says, whatever. Let me just go back then. Poof, he gone. This is where Naruto says, well, goodbye, Kurama. This is where Naruto, he then grabs Gaara and takes him back to the village. This is where Naruto, he gets back to the village, and of course he sees the mostly purplish dome that's in what's it called near a top of a building or another. That's where Naruto, he sees the Sand siblings, mostly Conqueror, Tamari, what's it called, Shikamaru. Well, Shikamaru's in these Sand siblings, but he's there with the Sand siblings, and also some of the Cloud ninjas like Samui, and also Karu, and also Amoe. Now, Amoe is so damn tired, but he's using his sword just to cut down some of the Sand ninjas. This is where, Samui and Tamari are kind of next to, Shikamaru, kind of working with him, and Shikamaru's using his shadows to kind of make, thorns out of the shadows to easily stab into ninjas. While Samui kind of paralyzes them, and Tamari kind of pushes them in together, mostly using the wind to kind of push them mostly far away, but then being paralyzed by Samui, and Shikamaru using his shadows to kind of stab upon them. Their teamwork is really good together. This is where, Shikamaru doesn't want to admit it because he's just too damn lazy, and of course, he might look like he doesn't have any chakra. It's just he has tons of chakra since he's been training with Naruto, and Naruto did help him out in a Sage Mark also. Yeah, Naruto actually made a Sage Mark for Shikamaru. But this Sage Mark is different. It's called the Shadow Mark. So yeah, Shikamaru has it, and he can easily gather not nature chakra exactly. It's actually called negative chakra, which allows him to actually use the Shadow Paralysis Jutsu. Shadow Paralysis Jutsu and Shadow Manipulation Jutsu perfectly, much better. Yeah, he's able to use Shadow Manipulation. That's what, Shikamaru makes a sword just to fight against what's called the Sand Ninjas. But yeah, Sand Ninjas. This is where, they start attacking what's it called them. But this is where, they get obliterated with what's it called these bluish flames thanks to Naruto. Naruto says, hey, Shika. This is where, Shikamaru says, if it isn't the crazy black-haired bastard. This is where, Naruto says, what? How am I crazy? Oh no, tell me that fucking giant summoning thing you just summoned out. That thing you don't need to worry about. Cool. So, what is happening right now? Well, stop the one-tailed Shinjuriki from going rampage. This is where Tamari says, Gaara! This is where Naruto throws Gaara at Kankuro, and this is where Kankuro checks around and says, he's not that hurt. What did he do to him? I knocked him out. What do you think? I make him go to sleep. I clocked him in the head. Not really. I just put him in the Genjutsu. Just to go sleep, whatever. He's not killed, knocked out. Don't worry about it. Shut up. This is where, Naruto says, but other than that, I gotta get towards up there. Is where, Shikamaru says, I'm guessing there's where the Kages are at, because if the Kages were anywhere in the village, it would have caused most destruction. Yep. Naruto says, but Shika, you keep dealing with these kind of low-level ninjas because who gives a shit? Shika says, I thought I'd just get a break while you can do it. Naruto says, shut up and just do your job. Also, stop complaining. Don't you already have a mark? It's called a shadow mark. I gave you that one time. Oh, why so mean? Shiko's just kind of walking forward. This is where, he's kind of swinging to the left, right. This is where he's just too damn tired for this shit. This is where, both Tamari and Samui says, shadow mark? Yeah, whatever. I'm gonna need to get out of here. This is where Naruto disappears in greenish flames. This is where Shika says, well, time to do this. This is where, Shika kind of claps both of his hands together. And this is where, Shika says, I didn't really want to do this. I didn't even want to do this in this freaking Chunin exam. This is where, I'm always seeing this. This is where Shika says, or Shikamaru says, shadow manipulation, shadow A rising army, arise. This is where an army arises out of the shadows. Mostly a pool of like darkness around once Shika appears, but shadow soldiers are appearing. Right now, roaring rage. This is where, well, they're getting out. They're mostly like knights that Shika kind of created. Knights and kind of samurais, but yeah. This is where Shika kind of read about that, but yeah, knights and other things. This is where Shikamaru says, go and destroy any sand or sound ninjas. This is where, well, these soldiers kind of left and kind of walked away from Shika, and that's where Shika says, okay, well, I feel really tired now. This is where, well, Shikamaru was about to fall backwards until this is where Moe says, hey, don't fall backwards. Bro, we need you to kind of keep doing this. This is where Shikamaru says, too tired. I'm too damn tired for this shit. This is where, well, Samoe and Tamari just widened their eyes because they did kind of feel like they were grabbed in the tuning exams, kind of like picked up another by these kind of weird soldiers. And this is where when Moe kind of did tell them about this, or mostly told Samoe about this, this is where, well, they're kind of shocked that Shikamaru could actually make 10 entirely. This is where, oh, Shikamaru says, no, that's fine. That should be enough, I think. I don't know. I think I still have enough chakra to make more, but I'm too lazy. This is where Moe says, damn, didn't expect leaf ninjas to be lazy. I'm from the Naruto clan. What do you expect? And Moe says, well, that is true. This is where, well, both Samoe and what's it called, Tamari kind of grab Shikamaru and just like picked him up his shirt and say, make more. Just very aggressive. Shikamaru doesn't seem to really care that much. And this is where Shikamaru says, why should I? This is where, well, they just then kind of became kind of girlish and says, please make more. Naruto-kun. This is where Shikamaru's face becomes red and says, what are you two doing? Wait, what am I thinking? No. That can't be impossible. This is where Shikamaru says, never mind, I should be going then. This is where, well, we go into Shikamaru's head saying, God damn it, Naruto, you bastard. You should have said nothing. I should have said nothing either. I'm an idiot. This is where, well, we go into Naruto. Naruto gets to the purplish kind of cage dome. And this is where, well, what's it called, Hokage is right now fighting against the first and second Hokage, and even Orochimaru. The Kazekage is fighting against the Raikage, but yeah. This is where, well, Naruto sees what's it called the four sound ninjas, and this is where, well, he doesn't see what's it called any of the Anbus or what's it called Jiraiya, because they're right now spread out all over the village, and they can't really be bothered to kind of like help. Well, Hokage, when the Hokage ordered them to kind of go do this. This is where there's some in the shadows, but they're just waiting for the dome to kind of go down to help the Hokage. But yeah, Naruto's there, and this is where Naruto says, interesting. This is interesting. So, of course, we go into what's it called, well, Hiruzen kind of still dealing with the second and first Hokage. And this is where, well, the Raikage kind of gets hit near the wall. Of course, his back does kind of get burnt. And this is where Naruto says, yo. This is where, well, the Raikage says, hey, aren't you that Uchiha kid? Yep. What are you doing here? This is where Naruto says, watch out. Sand. This is where, well, the Raikage jumped up. And this is where, well, the Kazekage says, hey, you're the Uchiha. What are you doing here? Yeah, so where the sound ninjas are kind of ignoring right now. Well, Naruto says, oh, I'm just here to help the old man. Hey, Hiruzen, Sarutobi, you there, or are you kind of falling asleep during this battle? And this is where Hiruzen says, Naruto? What are you doing here? You should be helping out the civilians. Yeah, Shika's doing that. Shika can do that. He has the shadow mark right now. The what? This is where Orochimaru stops attacking and saying, the what? Well, this is where Naruto says, it's a mark that kind of allows him to kind of manipulate his chakra much better. It's different from the curse mark because it doesn't use a soul. Instead, it's something that Shika can now use with his shadow, well, paralysis jutsu to upgrade to a shadow manipulation. This is where, well, Hiruzen's dumbfounded with Naruto able to kind of do something like that crazy. Holy shit. This is where, well, Naruto says, I have one also. That Pedo there gave me one, but luckily for me, I destroyed the soul and just transformed it into something that I like to call the Sage, mostly the Jade Sage mark. Something that no longer needs a curse mark, and I no longer need to rely on the powers of that pedo guy. Instead, I just transform it so I can gather nature chakra much easier. This is where Orochimaru wanted his eyes and says, "What?" This is where the Sound 4 are kind of shocked to believe that Naruto can easily just kind of manipulate the curse mark into, well, a new mark that he created for himself. This is where, well, they're like, holy shit. This is where, well, the big guy says, it might be all stronger or whatever. Well, not stronger. It might be all weaker. He might have made it weaker because he didn't get the help of Orochimaru. This is where, Naruto says, yeah, you can say that. Anytime Orochimaru tries to give me another curse mark or tries to seal this mark away, they will be instantly destroyed, meaning I will no longer need to be a sacrificed body towards Orochimaru, meaning I don't need his power no more, and he cannot take over my body. Orochimaru wanted his eyes. He realized that Naruto basically just countered him. This is where Naruto says, I could have easily destroyed Orochimaru in the Death Forest. I could have just easily kind of stopped you from, well, kind of biting me, but I did that on purpose so you can give me that mark as a present. And so I can manipulate it and change it into my own mark. That's where Naruto's dick has a tongue and flip them off, but yeah. That's where Orochimaru's angry and says, why you little brat? That's where Naruto says, whatever. I should probably get towards the inside so I can kick your ass much easier, shouldn't I? That's where Orochimaru says, how you gonna get in? Huh? This is where, well, Naruto says, oh, like this. Naruto takes off his jacket and like throws it down to the ground because he was wearing his black jacket. And this is where, well, the mark started glowing much more brighter and beautiful jadish color. So much brighter. This is where the markings started going around Naruto's body and even up to his face and all that. And this is where, well, it started kind of increasing until a brightish light appears, kind of blinding the Sound 4 and even what's it called Orochimaru, and even what's it called the Reincarnations, the Kazekage, the Hokage, and even the Raikage. And this is where, when they all open their eyes, they see Naruto. Naruto in this half transformation. Naruto just gathers so much energy, well, nature energy together into his body, making him go into a form. Now this, it doesn't look like some kind of animalistic / monstrous form like what's it called Sasuke would have got, or any like the Sound 4 or anything, or even like Jogo or anything like that. Wait, yeah, not Jugo, but I was thinking of Jujutsu Kaisen or something. No, but yeah. But of course that's the point, and this is where, well, Naruto says, time to destroy this place. This is where Naruto's hair is kind of lighting up in greenish color flames. This is where a crown actually appears on top of Naruto's head. Well, it's kind of a crown, somewhat, but yeah. Well, it's like this kind of flying crown on top of Naruto's head, mostly on his right side, I should mention. It's on his right side, and this is where Naruto's eyes are no longer the Sharingan. Well, one is in the greenish Sharingan, mostly his left eye, this greenish color, and the other one is actually this greenish eye with a flame, like a greenish flame slit. This is where, well, mostly a, not flames, like, no, it's in the Omega symbol. The Omega symbol kind of just in this flamish color. This is where, well, Naruto's clothes actually change also. This is where, well, Naruto's clothes are now in this kind of like jadish emperor kind of clothes, but yeah. This is where Naruto kind of grins. This is where Naruto says, so this is what the full power kind of feels like. Only half. 25? Probably much better. I don't know the extent of this much power. What do you think, Kurama? Kurama says, such a bright fucking color. Hurry up and finish this before I go blind from seeing your fucking chakra. Oh, don't be so mean to me, Kurama. Fine, whatever. Naruto's hair color is no longer black, but this greenish color now, like flying up, like kind of gliding up and just flying up. That's where, well, Naruto, he then kind of like goes up to the kind of like purplish chakra dome or whatever, and he then uses his what's called right hand that was covered in greenish flames, and he just destroys the what's it called, like purple dome in an instant, destroying in an instant. The power just obliterates in an instant. The Sound 4 just gets pushed back in an instant. This is where, well, the Kazekage right now uses the sand to kind of like grip himself to the ground. Well, mostly tries to so he won't be blasted away, but the sand is kind of getting burnt in an instant and turning just to normal golden bars. But yeah, just normal liquid golden, not golden bars. What I'm gonna talk about. That's what. Oh, the Raikage was shocked. He almost got blasted away. Luckily, it was for his lightning cloak to be around him. This is where the Kazekage, well, not Kazekage, the Hokage was shocked until he uses the Enma stabs to stab to the ground so he wasn't being pushed away. This is where the Hokage for the first and second were actually obliterated because that punch would send a very powerful greenish flames through the dome. It did burst the what's it called dome and like a what's it called impact and all that, but the greenish flames were aimed towards what's it called the Hokage, well mostly the first and second, to eliminate them, and I mean like annihilate them from this world, meaning destroying the what's it called reanimation jutsu, and also trying to hit Orochimaru. Orochimaru's arm was caught into the green flames, and of course, he felt like his arm's energy force was taken. Of course, where Orochimaru screamed. Ah! This is where, his arm seems like it was like taken from this world, like if the Shinigami was the one to take it. But of course, it's like this burnt color at the same time looks dried as hell, like if the Sunasuna no Mi was the one to grab his hand and dry the moisture out of his hand. But yeah, this is where Orochimaru feels no chakra in it. This is where Naruto says, "Hoops, did I actually do that much damage?" This is where, the sound 4 appears, and this is where Naruto says, "I'll kill all of you, just like one." This is where, Naruto snaps his fingers once, and this is where, 3 greenish swords appear right now on top of Naruto's head, stabbing into all, what's it called, 3 of them. Most of the big guy, the guy with kind of like spiders, I forgot their names most of the time, and the last dude that kind of has like, kind of the twin brother with him, but whatever. They all get stabbed with these greenish flames and ignite into green flames. This is where, Taiuya tries to attack Naruto, but this is where she realizes her teammates were gone in an instant. This is where she actually freezes and sees Naruto walking towards her. This is where Naruto gets so close to her. The only thing that Naruto does is just touch her in the shoulders where she has a curse mark to destroy the curse mark in an instant, but then you just change into another curse mark. Or not curse mark, another marking entirely. An empty husk mark that doesn't have any kind of specialty to it, but it's just there. It's where, Taiuya felt the energy just gone out of her body, mostly the sinister chakra that had Orochimaru's soul. Also, the ones that were on, what's it called, the other 3 sound ninjas were actually destroyed in an instant, and also the soul of Orochimaru. But this is where Naruto knocked out Taiuya at the same time. This is where, Naruto says, "I wouldn't hurt a lady that much." This is where, Orochimaru went in his eyes and says, "What the hell are you?" Naruto says, "Me? You can call me the goddamn god of this world. I'm not a devil, I'm a god." This is where Naruto appears right in front of Orochimaru and says, "Bye, you bastard." This is where Naruto was about to clock him just to destroy his soul in an instant. But this is where, Kabuto appears and tries to kick at Naruto, and Naruto dodges. But this is where Naruto then just grins at what's it called, Kabuto. He's not gonna kill him this time. Instead, Naruto gets out of the form a little bit, but appears right in front of the Kazekage. Naruto says, "You're dead." This is where, Naruto, no. Naruto gets out of the form in an instant, while Kabuto grabs Orochimaru and like lets go and all that. But before like them going, Naruto throws a greenish like little knife at what's it called, the other arm of Orochimaru to destroy in an instant and suck the energy out of it. This is where Orochimaru is screaming in pain. Ah! This is where, at that time, what's it called, the Kazekage was about to crush Naruto until, something happens. The Raikage appears finally being right in front of the Kazekage and saying, "Lancian!" Or, not Lancian, Lancera? Oh, fuck, what is it called? Not Lancian, Lancera? I think it's Lancer, and just smashes his whole arm into the Kazekage's like neck. Right now, sending him into multiple buildings. The golden sand burning in his Naruto until the Hokage kind of uses his staff to knock it away. This is where, Naruto, he kind of grins at the Hokage, and this is where Naruto falls forward. This is where Horusa says, "Naruto!" This is where, he went up to Naruto to check if he's okay. Naruto is just passed out cold. He used way too much energy. Even with what's it called, going into this form and easily having so much power, the power was way too much for Naruto in the beginning, but Naruto used it anyway. He knew he was gonna be knocked out cold. He was just hoping to kind of get rid of Orochimaru's arms just a little bit. He knows that what's it called. Well, also, if you're wondering what I paused for a second, I just went to kind of get something, but not the point. He went to kind of like try to knock out the arms of Orochimaru, even though he knows that Orochimaru's arms might be important, very important, but he knows that he might go into another body. He knows about what's it called, the curse mark, and what it's fundamentally made out of, but yeah. That's where Naruto falls down forward and just passes the fuck out, but yeah. This is where, Haruhi-sensei, damn it, kid. This is where the Raikage is right now in front of the Kazekage. The Kazekage is coughing up blood. And damn it, son of a... This is where, the Kazekage says, son of a... Damn it. This is where Raikage says, well, you have fallen in battle to another Kage, don't you think, Kazekage Dono? Kage says, no, he's coughing up blood and all that. That's right. Well, because his voice, like his voice box and also in his neck is kind of all shattered. But yeah, that's the way. Well, the Kazekage was about to use his golden sand until the Hokage appeared, saying, "You should die." That's the way. Well, the Hokage seems extremely pissed. That's where. Well, the Hokage didn't give the Kazekage a chance, instead killed him in an instant. This is where, well, he didn't want Naruto to die or anything. He does like the boy and how he changed and all that. He doesn't really like if he keeps that many secrets, but of course the boy was strong enough to help him and kind of just stop Orochimaru what he wanted to do. But yeah, Naruto was passed out, but of course he was taken care of by, well, mostly the Jonin sensei of, well, his. Or not Jonin, Chunin, but yeah, his name is, what's it called? So his name is Shimo. That just means, what's it called, Frost. That's where, well, his name is just Kyoko Shimo, but yeah, don't worry about that. This is where, well, Shimo is right now just taking care of both Naruto and Taiyu that were knocked out, but yeah. He's only Chunin, but he's not letting down his teammate and also this random girl, but whatever. That's where, well, he just sees some sound and sandwiches are about to attack him until, what's it called, some of them gets frozen in an instant and some of them just gets obliterated in an instant. Thanks to, well, Laura and also, what's it called, Estef. This is where, well, Estef kind of runs up towards the building, mostly making an ice pathway, and runs up to see her father, hugs him, and also kind of checks on Naruto. Kind of runs past him also. Laura kind of goes to the sensei and says, "Are you okay?" This is where she kind of has this kind of rib cage around her, and her eyes kind of like glowing out to be the MS right now. She right now mostly turns that off so she won't fuck up her eyes that many, but yeah. This is where she goes up to, what's it called, Naruto to check on him, but yeah. They're both worried about Naruto because Naruto does push himself way too much. This is where, well, they're kind of sad and angry at the same time on why Naruto does this half the time, but yeah. This is where we go into a time skip later on. This is where, well, the, Konoha destruction arc and all that, whatever, kind of got stopped in an instant. Well, first, the Shikaku was stopped by Naruto. Yes, he did something like that, very dangerous, but of course managed to stop them by his summoning creature. They don't even know what the fuck he's summoning exactly, but it did manage to save a lot of people by healing them by these raindrops, mostly. This is where, well, it also did obliterate Shikaku in an instant with a huge water blast, but they don't know what else happened with that because Naruto was the only one to kind of fight against the Shikaku. The only thing that Naruto said is he just knocked out the Shikaku with a simple genjutsu. But yeah, pretty much they don't know that Naruto is right now having the control of what's it called, well, a couple of people of this world. And those couple of people, you might already know who he actually has in control most of the time. Over their bodies and minds, they won't even know they're under control. But Shikaku is one of them that he has under control thanks to his eyes. Shikaku was knocked out and of course Gaara could sleep, but of course Shikaku was getting more insane since the fact Naruto let him kind of be out of his control. But of course Naruto put him back into his control. Now there's a couple other people that Naruto has under control, but they just don't know that just yet. Naruto's going to wait for the perfect time to eliminate them when they become too useless to him or too dangerous for him. But yeah, this is what, well, of course that happened, and of course the other thing that Naruto did was help out the Hokage, destroying a very strong barrier jutsu in an instant thanks to a mode that Naruto calls the Jadish Sage form, mostly marked form, but yeah. Of course, it's something that Naruto managed to manipulate the curse mark into his own kind of marking, but yeah. Shikamaru also had one, and this is where Shikamaru just says that's called a shadow mark. That's mostly, what's it called? The shadow mark allows him to use a shadow parasujutsu into a higher degree, like manipulating shadows to make sword weapons and even, well, manipulate them into create soldiers and all that. But yeah, this is where, well, of course, with that happening, everyone is kind of dumbfounded with Naruto's power, but yeah. Of course, we go into Naruto being in the Hokage office, alone mostly. That's where, Hiruzen kind of tells Naruto about a lot of things. First of all, Naruto is now promoted to Jonin rank. Yes, Naruto is kind of low Jonin, but of course, Jonin no matter what. Of course, he has a Jonin vest, but his Jonin vest is going to be different because Naruto asked if it can be black. But yeah. Well, black, and of course, this is where, somewhat kind of greenish color at the same time, like a jadish kind of greenish color. Someone maybe the pouches a little bit, maybe. But of course, this is where he still wants the Uchiha crest, but instead of the Uchiha crest kind of having that red top on top of it, to kind of be green instead. Just green, because he doesn't want to be remarked to kind of being near that one Uchiha that's supposed to be the leader, but yet got his ass kicked by a halfling like Naruto. But yeah, he's talking about Sasuke. Of course, where Hiruzen nods and all that, he allows Naruto to customize his Jonin jacket and all that, just because he's very happy for how Naruto is most of the time. But yeah, of course, where Hiruzen, he's amazed and all that, and he then asks Naruto just one more question: what is that summoning creature? Naruto says mythical, if you want to know. This is where Hiruzen is shocked and says mythical. This is where, he's kind of confused and shocked at the same time. This is where, he summoned Enma just to kind of confirm that. This is where, Enma says a mythical creature is a very, very extreme, rare chance to even be accepted and even be able to summon it out, since they take a large amount of chakra. Can you please summon one out, Naruto-san? Naruto says, got you. Naruto summons out a small one, not like that huge one, because the huge one is a boss. But the small one appears. This is where I'm not showing. This is where this Heite appears, kind of just licking around Naruto's face, and this is where he's kind of happy and all that. But yeah. Also, he has a top hat. This is where, yes, he has that hat. No matter what, he still has that hat. Okay. This is where, this is where, the Emerald says, oh, so this is the summoning creature. Yeah, I can see it. So he's a Heite here, or the mythical creature that Naruto has, is kind of mixed with a couple of other creatures, if I can remember right the story. It's something that will help from telling from right to wrong, and also pass judgment on those who are evil. Heite nodded, and kind of just still licks Naruto around. That's where Naruto says, stop it, Heite, stop it, god damn it. That's where, of course, Heite also... He is, I should mention one thing. What did I also mention? Oh yeah. Also, the stories of mythical logic, Heite is actually a mixture of a couple beasts. So, a lion, a unicorn, and what was the other thing? Fuck, what was it? And also a goat. Of course, this is where Emma does say that. Also, but a lion is mostly like a kind of legendary creature. A goat is kind of common a little bit, and a unicorn is kind of mythical. This is where the Heite nodded. He is kind of a mixture of those kind of animals. Of course, he was only brought to life thanks to the creation of actually the Jade Emperor. But yeah, someone that was way powerful than the Sage of Sixth Path. Something that, Naruto has actually mostly a bit of power, but yet he's making it up to be his actual power. But yeah. This is where, Enma kind of nodded in this where, well, Enma says he is a mythical creature. He does have powerful chakra, but yeah. This is where, well, what's it called? Harusa nodded and did tell what's called Enma that he can leave. Enma nodded and says, well, thank you, Harusa Sarutobi. This is where he disappears, but yeah, he just went back to the, what's it called, Summon World. This is where Heite, he still looks around Naruto, and of course, just kind of like a dog a little bit, but yeah, kind of just has his tongue out. This is where, oh, Horusen says, well, it's good to know that you have a mythical creature. Would it be able to summon out other mythical, well, not mythical creatures, other animals, like summoning animals? Naruto says, not really. I'm not gonna summon the toads because the toads can barely swim on water. They can use water jutsu, but they can barely swim on water. Heite allows me to go on a lot of things, and even fly. But yeah, this is where Horusen says, yep, I was looking for that kind of answer. For being a mythical creature, I was going to guess you aren't going to go sign another summoning contract. Yeah, pretty much. That's where, well, Harusen says, well, Naruto, I will give you your flat jacket later on. But for right now, you can go out. This is where, well, Naruto says, got it. Thanks, Harusen. That's where Naruto leaves, but yeah. Of course, Naruto, did I get rid of Danzo? I don't remember if I killed Danzo or not. But, well, we go into later on. Mostly, after what's it called, the others got their kind of like jackets and other things. Mostly, what's it called? Not Hamura. Laura, Estef, what's it called? Shikamaru and others kind of got tuning jackets. Like, they got tuning rank, but yeah. Of course, where both Estef and Laura were kind of just happy the fact that they kind of got to the same rank as well as their father, but yeah. This is where Shimu was kind of saddened, but yeah. Of course, this is where, well, he was also shocked to believe that Naruto got Jonin, basically outranking him, but he was glad anyway, because he knows how strong Naruto is, and the fact that he trains way too hard half the time. This is where, well, of course, this is where, well, Shikamaru got Chunin from the fact that he's smart, intelligent, and also his shoulders did help out a lot. Like, I mean a lot. This is where, well, Shikamaru was kind of just thinking about something. It was like in the barbecue place because they were all celebrating all that. Like Team 10, Team 8. What's the Team 8? Well, yeah. Mostly Team 8. And also, what's it called? Team, was it Team 8? Well, no, what the fuck? Is it Team 9 or Team 8? I don't remember. Team 10, basically, Shikamaru's team, Hinata's team, and also, what's it called? Naruto's team, but yeah. Team 7 didn't really come because Sasuke is too grumpy and still angry, blah blah blah. Rock Lee's team is also there. Now, of course, well, Neji, he's a little bit crippled, a little bit. He's not able to come, but yeah. But this is where, well, what's it called? Rock Lee isn't crippled, but he's just like happy and all that, just smiling and all that. That's where, well, Tenten is also there, kind of just grinning a little bit, but yeah, just happy about this whole thing, but yeah. That's where, well, Inu is kind of wondering where Sasuke is at, and that, what's it called, Bill Brow, what's it called, Sasuke's head at, or whatever. And this is where, well, she's kind of wondering, but this is where, well, she looks towards the left to her side and all that. And of course, where she sees Shikamaru. Now, Shikamaru is thinking really hard. He is thinking, and his face is kind of red. And this is where, well, Ino says, hey, Shikamaru, why is your face red? Are you thinking about someone? Who did you fall in love with? This is where, well, Shikamaru says, no one. This is where, when Shikamaru was really thinking about, what's it called, the fights and all that, he kind of got a thanks from both, not Hinata, Tamari and Samui from the fact that they kind of kissed him in the mouth. And this is where Shikamaru was kind of blushing, but yeah, and did pass out after the war kind of happened, or after, what's it called, the little fights and scuffles and other things. This is where, well, Shikamaru was knocked out, well, out cold, but yeah. This is where Shikamaru says nothing. This is where Shikamaru uses shadow manipulation to kind of sink into the shadow and then kind of go out to the door. And this is where mostly, says, wait up, Shika. This is where Shikamaru says, I need to go do something. Shikamaru goes into the shadow and disappears, but yeah. This is where Naruto grins because, well, he's just happy for the fact that Shika seems to be a little bit more lively and wanting to do things, but yeah. That's where, well, Naruto's going to have to figure out what happened to him, but yeah. Of course, Naruto does get scolded by Laura and Esther, but they did also thank him a lot for the fact that he didn't die and for the fact that he wasn't an idiot. But yeah. Of course, well, they were kind of partying, but yeah, like eating steak, and of course, Choji was eating all the steak, like, blah, 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 but yeah. Of course, well, Kiba didn't want to mess with the actual alpha, and that is Naruto, because Naruto shows who the real fucking alpha when Naruto did summon out Hitte. Now, Hitte did kind of not scare Akamaru, but they were just playing, and of course, well, some of the Jonin sons are like, what's it called? Asuma, and even what's it called? Kurenai asking what that is, and Naruto says it's his mythical summoning animal. It is where they were shocked to believe that Naruto has a mythical summoning animal, no wonder he became Jonin. This is where, well, Asuma is shocked and dumbfounded, but yeah, he's also amazed with the kid and all that. Now, of course, Hitte and also, well, what's it called? Akamaru are just kind of playing, but yeah, they're not really fighting because, well, you see here, Hitte is a pretty nice and friendly animal. And of course, it only passes judgment to those who are evil. And Akamaru is not evil. He's just an animal, a dog. Now, of course, the word, well, Kiba isn't going to go against Naruto with who's the strongest animal when what's it called? Akamaru seems to not really hate Hitte. When Hitte isn't much of a, what's it called, threatening animal. He is a mixture of a lion and what's called unicorn goat. But since he has that kind of lion mixture into what's it called, Hitte, Akamaru knows he isn't gonna fuck with a lion because he ain't stupid. That's the word. Well, he isn't stupid like his what's it called owner named Kiba. That's the word. Well, that is happening. Of course, the word. Well, with that happening, other things kind of happen. Of course, mostly the night ends, and of course the next day happens, and Naruto is having to go find Tsunade of the legendary Shanin. Of course, Naruto doesn't really want to. But of course he has to, because, well, Hiruzen is getting too damn old. And of course, saying that he needs to find a replacement. That's what, well, Naruto says, you're getting old. That's what Hiruzen says, yes, I'm getting old. What do you think? I'm like 60. I can't do this anymore. That's what Naruto says, he summons out Hitte, and Hitte says, yes. He just looks around Naruto. Naruto says, heal the old man. That's what, well, Hiruzen says, wait a minute. This is where Hiruzen got actually his youth back a little bit, but it wasn't much because Naruto didn't want to heal him too much. He didn't want to waste too much energy of Hitte, but yeah. This is where, well, Hitte kind of returned his youth back to 49, but yeah. This is where Hiruzen says, what? I feel a little bit younger. How old? This is where Naruto says, you were 60 before, now you're 49. Now you can still stay as a Hokage because I am not going to go find some drunken Senju. Bye. This is where, well, Hiruzen says, no, I still need a successor. Wait, no, Naruto, you can be the perfect successor. Naruto says, disappears into Jadish Flames. What's it called? Body Flicker, but he's gone, but yeah. This is where Hiruzen is dumbfounded and says, I need a successor. Jiraiya says, I'm out. Bye. This is where Jiraiya starts running. This is where Hiruzen says, get your ass back here, motherfucker. This is where, well, we go into Naruto being in the park, and this is where Naruto gets attacked by a sword. But of course he dodges. And of course, well, Naruto sees, what's it called? Well, both two Akatsuki members. Itachi Uchiha and Kisame of the Seven Swordsmen. This is where Naruto says, I guess I'll be fighting you two for now. Whatever. Let's see who's stronger. Naruto rushes at what's it called, Itachi. Itachi, he turns into birds, of course, a simple Kenjutsu. Naruto didn't matter. Of course, he went to attack, well, what's it called, Kisame. Kisame swings his sword, but Naruto grabs it and using his shading flame to actually drain and burn what's it called, Samehada. This is where, well, Kisame won his eyes and realized what Naruto's doing. This is where, well, both Kisame went in his eyes, realizing that Samehada is trying to squirm out of his arms. This is where, well, he thought that he was draining Naruto's chakra, but really Naruto's draining the life force out of what's it called, Samehada. This is where Naruto ignited more flames to destroy Samehada in an instant. This is where, well, Kisame went in his eyes, and this is where Naruto clocked him in the face, launching him into multiple trees. Naruto's a pathetic bastard, always using his sword Like it was something to drain chakra. Let me drain his life energy and take his shit first. This is where, well, Itachi went his eyes, and this is where Naruto, he right now gets his own eyes, and they did go into the greenish, well, not greenish flames, once he went into his MS. And that's where Naruto, he grins when he gets the eye connection of Itachi. Itachi wanted to do Tsukiyomi, but this is where Naruto said it first. This is where Naruto says, Ikyo, Kyoka Kyoka Shogetsu. This is where, well, he puts an illusion over Itachi. But Itachi didn't feel any difference. Instead, Naruto kicked him in the stomach, launching him into multiple trees. Itachi coughed up blood. This is where Naruto grins. Well, there's 4 people now down to control. This is where, well, Itachi kind of gets up and says, What was that? Naruto says, what was that? I put a simple genjutsu just so you can actually be frozen a little bit. It was called frozen genjutsu, just to freeze you a little bit in your emotions and what you were shocked with. This is where Itachi was confused. He is confused. This is where Naruto says, whatever. Naruto says, well, time to kill you. This is where Kisame appears saying, die! This is where Naruto says, I die? Then let's see who's stronger. Naruto goes into, what's it called, his marking stage mark, but he doesn't go all the way into actual best form. Naruto then sends a greenish burst of blue flames and greenish flames to annihilate Kisame in an instant. Naruto says, you should probably leave, Itachi, or you're going to die, just like your friend. Itachi wiped his eyes. He knew that he needs to retreat. He realized that Naruto, that report of him being a Jonin sensei, who just got recently promoted, was promoted, was called not a mistake. It was actually the fact and truth. Itachi now had to run away, had to escape because Kisame is dead. One of the strongest 7 swordsmen has just been defeated by a kid. Well, a new made Jonin sensei. Well, not Jonin sensei, Jonin, but yeah. Low Jonin, but yeah. This is where, Naruto grins when he sees Itachi running away. Naruto says, a little bit more planning that I'm gonna have to do. This is where, Naruto walks away, but yeah. If you, like I mentioned, if you know what that, what's it called, name of Genjutsu does, like I did mention a little bit, it does control people. If you know where it's from, then you know where it's from. I will give you a hint. It starts with what's it called? Well, his name starts with Sosuke, and his last name ends with, well, mostly starts with an A, and name Aizen. Yeah. This is where, well, not the point. Let me go back into the water, but yeah. This is where, well, Naruto, he is actually getting back towards, well, the village. Of course, he did cause a little bit of destruction, but he didn't care that much. He then just walked away. But this is where, well, Naruto manifests a sword right in front of him just to play around. And this is Himahara. Now, of course, it's right now made out of green flames, but yeah. It has the same effects, but it has the same effects and the same kind of monstrosity kind of nature it is. It's kind of having the teeth and other things, but it's made out of green flames, all of it. Now, of course, Naruto, he can drain those, what's it called, mostly drain the life energy from people, but also get the knowledge and other things, and even creation of things of what he drains, mostly took by his greenish flames. But yeah, that's where, well, think of like these greenish flames like being, what's it called, well, if you have what's it called, Read of the God of High School, there's something called greed, mostly something that's called like greed, that a couple people have, like what's it called, so, like, the person named Joga, who is having, he has a power of greed, who actually can eat anything and get the power, but yeah. Also, like, Judge R, also Ultra R, who's the same person, has a power of greed. Also, like, Mira, if you have read that far, but yeah. This is basically these greenish flames, what they can do. Similar to that, but yeah, I only wanted to kind of base it a little bit on the Jada's kind of power a little bit, but not much. But not the point. Let me go back into this what if. Also, if you're wondering, never mind. Oh, I'm not gonna explain that neither. I was going to explain a little bit on how Naruto's personality is, but you know what? Never mind. I'll explain that probably later. Well, not the point. let me go back into Naruto. Naruto, he then got found by Jiraiya, and Jiraiya still wants to kind of find Tsunade. So of course they go to find Tsunade, but with his help of his other two teammates, like Laura and Estef. Also, Naruto found out one thing, that Tayuya wanted to be really grateful for him because, well, she's out of the curse mark and other things. So of course she acts kind of normal a little bit, but still cursing a lot of things, but yeah. Of course, Naruto, well, not Naruto, not she, him, he mostly kind of free, Tayuya from the prison and all that, and told her one thing and one thing only, and that was, well, he would help her, and that was called curse mark because he only put it into a neutral mark, and the neutral mark just means that it doesn't have any side effects, negative effects, but it doesn't have any benefits or anything like that. So, of course, a neutral mark is just that it's empty and hollow and just has nothing, but yeah. Naruto says he will give what's it called an actual mark that will actually help her if she agrees to one thing. And, well, Tayuya accepted so fast that she didn't even know what was it. Naruto says, why will you accept? It could have been something bad, for all you know. This word, Tayuya just says, I don't care. I don't care what it is. Naruto says, I was gonna ask you if you wanted to if you marry me. This is where Tayuya says becomes red, and this is where Naruto laughs and just says, nah, I'm just kidding. But for real, I just wanted to tell you, to not try to betray the Leaf Village, because I will defeat you if you try. This is where Tayuya's face kind of still red, but this is where she nodded. This is where Naruto was laughing a little bit, yeah, joking, because he only wanted to joke around a little bit with that. This is where, well, Tayuya says, yeah. This is where, well, Naruto then says, but first I gotta get, well, to find Lady Tsunade, so I will have to do that when I come back. This is where Tayuya nodded. This is where, well, she says, where would I live? Naruto says, in my house. This is where, well, Tayuya's face becomes red and says, wait, what? But Naruto says, well, where do you think you're gonna live? Truly, pretty much, I have a house, an apartment. Did I have a voice crack? Never mind. But of course, this is where Naruto says, pretty much in my apartments. Don't worry, it's not that small or not that spacious. I will help you with that. That's where, well, Tayuya moves into the apartments, and the apartment is pretty big. Yes, Naruto did kind of kick the other residents out like a while ago when he was little, but yeah. He knocked out a bunch of walls, and even kicked out the owner of the apartments, basically threatened him when he was little, but yeah. Of course, Tayuya kind of lives near one of what's called the rooms, but yeah. And of course, she is just happy that she is kind of living normally now. She doesn't even deal with the Sound Village or any of that, or even the what's called Oshimar or anything, or either the sinister chakra that's in the curse mark. Of course, she does cuss a little bit in front of Naruto, but Naruto really doesn't care about her cursing much. That's why, well, Naruto, he was about to get towards what's called out of the village until he saw Mogi and also what's called Mogi's teammates. That's where, well, Mogi kind of runs up to Naruto and jumps on him. This is where she was just really excited to see him again. This is where Naruto was confused and said, what are you doing back here? This is where Mogi says, well, we thought of going back. Well, we did went back, and then we left. This is where, well, she says, we don't have actually a connection with the, what's it called, Miss Village anymore. We pretty much didn't care that much. Besides, he doesn't really care. Pretty much we're only getting to him, and he was just going to try to kill us most of the time, but yeah. This is where, well, Naruto nodded, saying, okay. That's where Mogi says, and so we came here to be a part of the Leaf Village. She smiles. That's where Naruto says, can you get off of me, please, first? That's where Naruto's face becomes red a little bit. That's where Mogi realizes, and this is where she gets up and says, yeah, sorry about that. Her face was red and looking somewhere else, and this is where, well, Jiraiya saying, interesting. Interesting. My man out here. This is where Naruto says, okay, let's go, Jiraiya. Naruto kicks Jiraiya, and this is where Jiraiya says, hey, Bright, what the hell? This is where Naruto says, so, Mogi, just go talk to the Hokage. I'm gonna be back after I do my mission with this goddamn pervy sage to find the newest Hokage, but yeah. The old Hokage will probably be in the Hokage Tower because he's right now crying. But don't worry about that. That's where Naruto makes a clone made out of greenish flames and says, you go with her. This is where, well, the clone nodded, and this is where, well, it brings Mogi and her two teammates, but yeah. This is where, well, that happens. This is when Naruto and, what's it called, Jiraiya kind of walks to find, well, Tsunade. And this is where Jiraiya kind of makes perverted comments. And this is where Naruto says, if you keep making perverted comments, I might burn you. And you don't want to be having third-degree burns before you find Tsunade. Yeah, that's where Jiraiya says, you wouldn't... This is where Jiraiya has to dodge blue flames and realized that Naruto wasn't joking. Yeah, that's where Naruto says, I'm not joking. What's it called, Jiraiya? How about let's play a game? It's called Run Away. Or, well, mostly the game is called Can I Burn the Perverted Sage? This is where Jiraiya winds his eyes and starts running, saying, ah! Of course, we go into about mostly 2 days later. And of course, Jiraiya was on his toes. He wasn't trying to be burned. He couldn't go do his research until they find Tsunade. Yeah, it was a game of can he burn the perverted sage? And yes, he could. Jiraiya had to find out that the hard way, but who really cares? This is where, well, Naruto. They find what's it called? Lady Tsunade, and Tsunade refused to go back, but this is where Naruto fights her. And this is where, well, Tsunade goes into a Hungry Healing while Naruto goes into a Jadish Flame, and then knock out Tsunade out. And of course, Naruto says, okay. He summons out Hitte, and Hitte did kind of heal her, and this is where, well, Tsunade's like, what the hell just happened? You got knocked out. Naruto's right now being healed. But Naruto, after firstly using this, what's it called, just Greenish Flames again, and not going to the form, he just had it to get healed again. But what the god Hitte, but yeah. Mr. Tsunade says, what is that? This is my mythical summoning animal. It can tell me if you're evil or bad. So, Hitte says, this is where, well, okay, so he says, you're not bad. So, let's go back to the village. Tsunade says, I refuse. This is where Naruto says, also, if you're going to go heal Orochimaru's arms, that'd be impossible. The only way for him to heal his arms is to kind of go into another body. But he is trying to wait until he gets to Uchiha's body, so that would never work. Besides, come on. This is where, well, Tsunade says, how do you know that? I was the one to cause him that damage. I am a Jonin ranked ninja now. This is where Tsunade says, I refuse to believe that. This is where Naruto says, you can refuse all you want. After we go back to the village, this is where Naruto knocks her out. And this is where Naruto throws a Senbon before Shizune throws her own Senbon to knock out Naruto, but yeah. And this is where Naruto puts him on Hitte, mostly a bigger Hitte, and of course Hitte kind of nodded, and this is where Naruto jumps on Hitte, and they just fly away, leaving Jiraiya behind. Jiraiya says, wait, where are you going? What about me, Brad? Get back here! This is where Jiraiya having to run back to Leaf Village, while Naruto just flies on Hitte. Yeah, he gets there in a couple of hours, but this is where, well, Naruto tells what's it called, Hiruzen to get ready, and other things because Tsunade is going to be pissed because she was dragged by force. Hiruzen winds his eyes, and this is where Naruto says, see ya! This is where Naruto disappears. This is where he disappears in a body flicker of greenish flames, but yeah. He then goes to kind of find his teammate, well, mostly his teammates, but he then finds them at his apartments. Mogi and her two other teammates were in the apartments of Naruto, and Naruto just made the rooms a little bit bigger. But of course, well, Estef and Laura was there, and they were just confused with Tayuya, Mogi, and also, well, her two teammates. Naruto says, what is happening here? Because they're just arguing a little bit and kind of screaming. This is where Naruto says, okay, this is giving me a headache. Can you all shut up for a second? Naruto made a presence of just like power kind of dominating all of them in an instant, and this is where they all shut up. This is where Naruto says, can we first explain what is happening here? This is where, well, Laura and Estef are confused and why there's two other girls and also two dudes or whatever. Naruto explains that the two dudes are basically Mogi's teammates. They just got out of the Miss Village problem and all that since they're still going on with a blood war. Tayuya here was part of Orochimaru's team, but of course Naruto was willing to help her. But yeah. This is where, well, for just some information, but yeah, because she was a high-ranking soldier of Orochimaru's, but yeah. This is where, well, Naruto just explains that, but yeah, and explains who Laura and Estef are, but yeah. Tayuya nodded. This is where Tayuya says, I'm gonna just go back to sleep. This is where, well, Tayuya just yawns and just goes back into her room, but yeah. Mogi kind of understands, but yeah. This is where, Naruto says, well, other than that, I'm just gonna go to sleep. I'm tired. Naruto goes to his room, but yeah. That's where, well, Laura and Ezra says, well, we should probably be going. That's where Laura does kind of live with Naruto. Estef kind of lives where was it called her parents, but yeah. Or, well, Laura kind of lives with her mother, but yeah. That's where, well, we go into a time skip about a week later, and of course, this is where Tsunade's the new Hokage, even though she didn't want to. But she did beat the shit out of Jiraiya, because how perverted he is. And also from the fact that she didn't really want Jiraiya to become the Hokage, but because of what Jiraiya had in plan for the Kunoichis. And that was to make them wear all just maids are also wear with well, the last thing was pervert as hell, and of course Tsunade just beat the shit from him and made him be in the hospital for a while. Of course, the word Tsunade whined her eyes, realizing that that boy wasn't wrong when he was a Jonin rank ninja. That's where she asked what's it called Harusen and what he was thinking about promoting him to be in Jonin, and that's where Harusen explains him what he has done. Tsunade understands now because, well, Harusen was there when Naruto fucked over what's it called Orochimaru, but yeah. But that was happening, of course, where, well, Tsunade didn't need to heal Sasuke, so yeah, she didn't really care that much. But of course, had met Naruto, and Naruto is what's called Uzumaki, Namikaze, and even what's called Uchiha. Now, of course, Naruto is still keeping the Uchiha name and not his Namikaze name because he just doesn't care that much. But yeah, of course, well, we go into a couple days later. Of course, well, Sasuke is kind of taken by Kabuto, and of course, where a couple of ninjas are having to go after what's it called Sasuke, like Naruto and the what's it called the Ninja 9 a little, the other 9 a little bit. But of course, this is where, well, not Naruto and the other 9. Mostly Shika just went along. This is where, well, Naruto's got a mission to kind of find Sasuke and either bring him back or bring him back dead. It doesn't matter. Tsunade doesn't care that much. She realized that there's mostly 4 alive Uchiha, except the one that's right now rogue, so that will count as 3, and then the pure blood, but she doesn't really care, and then just sees what's it called, the half-blood Laura, and also the half-blood Naruto. So of course, she doesn't really care because the Uchiha bloodline will still live on with Naruto and Laura, so of course, she doesn't really care if Sasuke really dies or not. So of course, we go into Naruto finding Sasuke and Kabuto. Kabuto is right now fighting against Shika, while Naruto fights against Sasuke, who has a brand new curse mark. Now, of course, the reason why Sasuke ever asked about Naruto about making his curse mark a better curse mark, just because he wanted to do it on his own, because he got that arrogance and pride, but yeah. Of course, Naruto fucks up Sasuke, no matter what Sasuke does. Naruto hasn't even used his Sharingan or even what's it called his curse mark during this battle against Sasuke. He had them close to give him an advantage, but still Naruto was whopping and smacking the shit out of Sasuke that he was basically mopping the floor with Sasuke's face. But yeah, now Shika wasn't having much problem with Kabuto, but yeah. That's where, well, Shika kind of says shadow manipulation, shadow swords, dual-wielded blades. That's where he makes 2 blades and starts kind of slashing, hacking at, well, Kabuto. But yeah, Kabuto won his eyes, and that's where Kabuto says, son of a bitch. That's where, well, Kabuto didn't die, but of course he just had to run away. See, Sasuke really hurt, and Naruto was so close to just killing him. But this is where Naruto just had to jump away when Kabuto appears, and then just kind of did a reverse summon. But yeah, that's where Shika says, why you let him live? Naruto says, don't worry, I already have. Well, everything planned out, Shika. You don't need to worry about anything. That's where Shika kinda says, I am now a little bit scared of you. That's where Naruto says, why should you be? You should be nothing scared about me. Don't worry. Everything is going to plan. Naruto grants at him. That's where Shika says, yeah, that's the case I was worried about. Yeah. This is where we go back into the time skip. Well, mostly a time skip after a while. Of course, where Tsunade realized they failed, but of course, where Naruto hurt Sasuke really bad to the point that Sasuke might have to regen his, well, kind of body, mental health, and mental state, and other things in about a couple of years. Of course, in a couple of years, Naruto just said that Sasuke is not going to be much of a problem when Sasuke is just going to be trained by a pedo guy. This is where, well, Tsunade wasn't really sure with that statement, but this is where, well, she then just kind of nodded. Naruto then was told by Jiraiya about the Akazes and how there's going to be a 4-year delay because, well, first of all, Kisame is dead, and second of all, since, well, the Three Tails, well, not the Three Tails, a Jinchuriki of, like, the, what's it called, Tail Beast, another? Mostly Tail Beast. One of them is having to regen, and that is none other than what's called the Three Tails Jinchuriki. Now, of course, Mogi and what's it called, her other two teammates didn't know about this because they weren't the ones to assassinate him. It was someone else to assassinate the Three Tails Jinchuriki. So, well, the what's it called, Tail Beast is having to regen because her basically his host is dead, and of course, all the Three Tails remembers was a greenish flame arrow smashing into him, and he's gone. This is where, well, he had to regen, but yeah. This is where, well, other than that, this is where, well, Jiraiya kind of says that it was kind of weird in how he died, but no one really knows, but yeah. This is where, well, Jiraiya says, well, since they're gonna have to wait for 4 years, Naruto says, I want to go on a training skip by myself. Tsunade, would that be exceptionable? This is where, well, Tsunade says, I guess so. Where will you be training? In the dimension, mostly summoning dimension of, well, the, that's what Naruto said. In the dimension of Heite, pretty much, I will be getting stronger there, but yeah. This is where Tsunade says, I'll allow that. This is where Jiraiya says, what about me? This is where Naruto says, you didn't train me for shit during the, what's called, 1 month, tuning exam. So I'm gonna have to be training with my summoning animal. This is where Tsunade says, what you said? This is where Jiraiya says, oh shit, why did you say that? This is where Jiraiya's having to run away from Tsunade, but yeah. Naruto grins and says, dumbass. This is where, well, Naruto just walks away, but yeah. We go into, well, Naruto's telling Laura Estef and even what's it called, Taiya and his other roommates are in his, well, what's it called, apartments, that he might have to go for 4 years into a summoning world, but he will be coming back sometimes, but not that much. This is where, well, they're all okay. This is where Laura and Estef nodded, this is where Mogi nodded, and this is where, well, Taiya nodded. Of course, Naruto did kind of give her that mark. And what it was just a sound symbol, mostly a music symbol. And this is where, well, she can actually use her flute much better. But yeah, this is where, well, Naruto says, oh yeah, I should probably give you one also. This is where he gave Mogi and also Laura and Estef one. Mostly Mogi had a what's called water symbol. Mostly she would be able to use her water juice much better. This is where Laura had a symbol of what's it called, fire, and this is where Esa had a symbol for ice, mostly seal markings, but yeah. That's where Naruto says, well, I gotta be going. That's where Naruto just kind of like unsummon him towards himself, summon him towards himself towards the Hitake world, but yeah, for 4 years. But this is where I ended off for part 8 until part 9, and that will probably be the end. But other than that, have a nice potato day, potato night, potato seed, potato, and good night. Bye.